Hey, what's up guys? Jay or Solo Yugioh. Bob the deck builder. Can we build it? Yes we can. We are back at it with Exosisters for the November 2023 format. This deck has been picking up in popularity, not only because it's a viable option in the meta, but because it's also reprinting the tins. So because of that, we now have a max rarity deck again. We lost it for a while we didn't have the prismatics, but now we have it again. So I look forward to showing that off for the first time, as well as we have some new ratios for this month. So stick around for that. Before we get into deck profile, we do a monthly giveaway based on you doing a few things, which is liking the video, subscribing, and answering the daily question that qualifies you for the monthly giveaway. Because this is a spellcaster archetype with warriors, we're gonna say, we did warriors for heroes. Let's do spellcasters. What is your favorite spellcaster archetype of all time? Answer that down below. That'll qualify you for the monthly giveaway. We'll select that and we'll put out a community forum next month. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into it. Check out the channel membership Patreon down below. That helps us do what we do and fund those giveaways. Get you some few other perks other than that too. Alright, 3 Martha, 3 Ellis, we got these in the prismatics now, 2 Stella, 2 Sophia, and an Irene. This has remained standard. This is standard. I think this will be standard for a while. These are the only ones that don't ever feel good, but they're necessary for the names, they're necessary for Vadis, they're necessary for getting into your Exosister XYZs and having their effects applied, because you have to have Exosister material for the first effect always. I mean, they're not bad. Sophia's a good draw one. I just wish there was a way to turbo them out more. Like Martha just seems so overwhelmingly better than the rest. I guess that's why I'm saying that. And then Ellis, obviously a piece of her, plus she can summon herself out, so she's not even the worst either. Alright, that's pretty standard. Pretty good. Exosisters are pretty cool. One of my favorite decks currently. We got 3 Aratama and 2 Sakatama. Aratama is a 1-card Magnifica, but holy crap, RIP if that thing gets Ash Blossom, because not only did you not get your Sakatama to go into Cast Patel, even if you had Martha already, that means you can't summon it out because you have to control no monsters or only XYZ monsters, so that never feels good. But yeah, those are really good. The spirits made this deck a lot better, more consistent. Being able to go into Cast Patel and then add anything you need is really good. We got 3 Exosister packs, super standard. You have to play it. We have the collector rares here, holding true to the max rarity core. We have 3 Pot of Prosperity. Shout out to Cyfox. He asked me, what can you play different from Pot of Prosperity, and also you can play Small World. So because we play D-Shifter, that's a pretty good bridge. So if you can't afford Pot of Prosperities, go ahead and play Small World. That's not bad at all. It lets you to pinpoint add Martha, which sometimes is better than gambling and trying to get into your starter this way. But to be fair, you can get a Aratama, go full combo, you can get a Pax, get Martha, you get Martha itself. So the likelihood of you getting it is pretty good, especially if you're digging for 6 because you literally didn't draw a starter. But I like this better because you can also dig for a board breaker like Dark Ruler No More. Evenly matched, whatever you're playing, goes and match if you're going first, stuff like that. So those are consistency cards. Any deck that can play Prosperity should play Prosperity. That card's broken, and we're going to keep playing it until they eliminate it or ban it. I would assume 1, but we'll see what happens. We're now on 1 Vadis. We're playing 2 Eternia, 1 Vadis. I do side the second Vadis, though. I like this against the Tyrell matchup, of course. That card's so good against them. But other than that, Vadis feels underwhelming sometimes. It is a good card, don't get me wrong. So we play it because of that. But it's searchable, so keep that in mind. You don't necessarily have to play too many copies. For the hand traps, play D-Shifter. Card's freaking broken, God card. And we can play it because we don't give a crap about the graveyard. The only implications it has whatsoever is maybe if you're using Pax Niche Effect, which allows you to teleport out if you control, or if you have the one that it mentions in your field or graveyard. So in that case, if it was banished because it didn't go to the graveyard, that would apply, but literally that's not enough to stop us from not playing it. And then we're playing the hand traps that play under D-Shifter. We're playing, holy crap. There should be a 3rd Ash Blossom there. There it is. It fell out of my hand. 3 Ash Blossoms. 3 Nibiru the Primal Being, and 3 Imperm. These all play under D-Shifter. They all can play while he's live. So that's pretty good. One thing to say about Nibiru, it was mentioned in the comments last month that doesn't he conflict with Martha? Yes, why yes, he does conflict with Martha, but you know, it's not enough to stop us from playing it. There's other ways to get to Martha, or get to your XYZs, I should say, because obviously you're not gonna use Martha if you have him on the field. There's other ways to get to your plays without her, I mean. But the bottom line is that's not optimal. But what is optimal is dropping a rock on your opponent when they don't expect it. Because he's so good this format, because he destroys Unchained, I feel like we have to play him, but I could be wrong. I mean, obviously you don't have to play him. There's more than one way to skin this cat of decks, and he'd probably be successful if you play something else too. But yeah, this is what I like. This is the ratios I like. If you're Nibiruing and you can't Martha, boo-hoo, you just blew up their board. So attack him with this freaking 3000 beat stick. And then for the last 3 cards of the deck, we have 3 Dark Ruler No More. This deck isn't as good going second as it is going first. You can play evenly matched, but Dark Ruler No More just feels a lot safer to me because it can't be negated by monster effects because they can't respond. So I like that. I like just generically slapping this on the board and being able to say, hey, I got a chance to play because I'm a trap deck. I have to set up my plays. I have to do stuff, and you know, I need you to go bye-bye. So that's it for the main deck, guys. 40 card list, tight 40. On to extra deck, we're still playing 3 Michaelis. She's the best one, obviously. Allows you to search spell or trap, and then the turn she's summoned, if you use XYZ material listing Exosister, you can banish a card. So it's better going second in that regard, but going first, we're still going to add that spell or trap. It does open up you to options of not having to use an Exosister to go into her, because the banish only applies if you use Exosister material. So if you want Aratama Sakatama go into this, you still get the spell trap add, so that's pretty good. 2 Cast Patel. Thank you, Konami, for giving us a holo printing of this. Those rares were so jank for a card that's actually so good for this deck. 2 of, it's the Rhoda. It's pretty good. 2 Asophiel, 1 Jabreen, 2 Magnifica, and that's going to round off for the actual Exosister XYZs. I am so hyped for this deck to get support soon. It's not been announced, of course, so don't think that's the case, but it's due for it, right? It came out last year, early last year. It literally just had Martha out of Poet plus Magnifica out of Defo, which, don't get me wrong, that's pretty good ads, but you know, it hasn't had support in 2023 yet, and 2024 is coming up, so we should see something soon. Seems to be a fan favorite archetype. So, and then for the generics, we got 1 Exciton Knight, 1 Baguska, and 1 Zeus. Keep in mind, you cannot go into these if you're Martha locked, meaning once you use Martha's effect, you're only allowed to do Exosisters for remainder of the turn. So they are great for stuff like, you know, freaking the spirits, or if you're not Martha locked, if you use the other sisters for whatever reason. And then Zeus, obviously, just follow up. The card's so good. For the generic links, we got Donner, Dagger for Hire, and Honorable Goddess. You can, if you guys have any other things here for these 5 slots, let me know down below. I'm always curious. I'm always curious to see what you guys are playing. I like hearing guys' feedback. Helps me a lot. Really helps with the deck building a lot, actually, hearing like, you know, 20, 30 people give me different opinions about the deck. So, all right, guys, appreciate you guys. Answer that daily question, like the video, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, and also next month for this deck profile again. Peace out.